It is very nice to greet you again. In today's video we will talk about the following. What happens if he doesn't contact you during the no contact period? At first glance, you wouldn't believe it, as no contact is usually a very easy idea to understand. No contact is a rule that states that you cannot call, text, or otherwise contact your ex for a certain period of time. It's a pretty simple idea, right? And yet, that simple idea turns out to be one of the hardest things to successfully complete when it comes to the process of getting your ex back. Well, today we're going to talk about one of the most frequently asked questions when it comes to the no contact rule. What does it mean if your ex doesn't contact you during the no contact period? 1. What is the real purpose of the no contact rule? Seriously, when you sit down at the end of the day after you've completed a no contact rule, what are you aiming to accomplish? Have you ever heard that phrase? Silence is louder than words? The no contact rule was born out of this kind of thinking. The power of silence. What I'm trying to point out to you is that silence is very powerful, and the no contact rule uses silence to your advantage. However, the no contact rule also uses something just as equally powerful as silence to your advantage, and that is the power of ignoring. 2. Your expectations during the no contact rule. Too often I come across someone who completely misunderstands the purpose of the no contact rule. A large portion of those who visit this site are under the impression that all they have to do to get their ex back is the no contact rule. This is not always the case. First of all, the no contact rule is just the first step in the process. Secondly, you can't just sit back and expect no contact to do all the work. The main point I'm trying to make here is that if you manage your expectations, you'll be much better off. 3. What to do after no contact if your ex hasn't contacted you. Men are expected to make the first move, pay for dates, text first, etc., etc. You get the idea. So, many women feel almost entitled when it comes to men talking to them. They will sit back and say, "You're going to have to text me first if you want to go on a date with me. I'm going to make this really simple for you. After the no contact period is over, I want you to make the first move and contact your ex via text." It doesn't matter if he blew up your phone with texts during no contact or if he completely ignored you like you were ignoring him. I want you to be the one to text him. Why do you think I want you to be the one to make the first move no matter what? Remember, your main goal here is to get your ex back, and to do that, communication is key. Well, if you two have this never-ending no contact battle with each other, then nothing will happen that can help you get back together. Secondly, I can tell you that he will get emotional. What do I mean by that? Your ex will text you if he feels an emotional bond with you. Sometimes it is up to you to reach out and form that emotional bond. Many times it is doing the things that scare us the most that yield the best results. 4. Reasons why he won't contact you during the no contact period. There are many different reasons why your ex would refuse to contact you during the no contact period. Let's talk about those reasons so we can understand a little more what is going on in his mind. In total, there are 2 legitimate reasons that come to mind. 1. Stubbornness. Some people are extremely stubborn and will refuse to be the first one to reach out during the no contact period. In their mind, they feel entitled to a response. In other words, they get addicted to the praise and admiration they get in a relationship and convince themselves that the other party has to do all the work. So, when you use the no contact rule with these types of people, what goes through their heads? Well, what we know so far is that they feel entitled to a response. So, they will probably think of the whole no contact experience as a game. The first person to reach out loses the game, and they will refuse to lose. 2. They're getting back at you. Breaking up is hard for both parties. Don't ever think that it isn't. What happens when people bottle up their feelings? Well, they tend to become very resentful and angry. When you combine this resentment with the no contact rule, you get what we are talking about here with your ex trying to get back at you. Now, this victim role that they are going to put themselves in will make them want to get back at you in some way. You are an essential part of what we do on this channel. For this reason, we keep an eye on what you need, and if it is your desire to recover your ex correctly and effectively, you must click on the link below.